Warning! Stay away from negative people. They've got a problem for every solution. Let's talk about emotional vampires. Sorry, it was corny. Let's talk about emotional vampires and their incredible ability to drain your life force and turn a beautiful day into a realm of darkness. I'm going to share some strategies on how to protect your energy, how to recognize emotional manipulation, and suggest ways to establish healthy boundaries that safeguard your well-being. Let's talk about it. People, use your common sense. I know we want to help people, and I certainly do. We're there to support and be there when a friend is needed. But sometimes, as they say, you offer your hand, they take your arm, and suddenly you feel yourself giving and giving and giving, and they're taking and taking and taking. But that's you, me, that's us. We're allowing that to happen. So you have to have a balance in helping people, being that listening ear, letting them whine and carry on and vent because you want them to do the same thing for you. And you have to also make sure there's a balance. Showing compassion and empathy towards others is important, and we should continue to do so. However, as we make room for people and their challenges, we can find ourselves surrounded by individuals who drain you dry without adding any value to your life. Yeah, we want to help people, but there's help, and then there's being drained by people that cannot get enough of your attention. We don't want to do open a vein. Take it all! That's what we do sometimes. We can't do that. Even in the brightest situations, you can fall prey to the pity party and find yourself in an endless pool of whining. Hate that. As you nudge them towards the light, they resist and pull you back in the darkness. And you give a little and they take a lot and you try to bring them back to the light. This back and forth can become quite exhausting and even codependent, where the very nature of your relationship starts to depend on complaint. Best intentions, I know. You just gotta be careful of this. This is so true for dancers. We love to complain. I love to complain. I'm not immune to the complaint, and I'm sorry for the people I have drained dry with my whining. I don't know what this is about. I should probably do a video about why dancers complain so much, but we do. And sometimes our fight and the struggle of our art form is actually fueled by complaint and disappointment of the world, our rejection, our challenges, and being a dancer is hard. So we have reason to whine, but sometimes the whining can be just too much. And if you know dancers, you know this is true. Especially when dancers get together, we whine and whine and whine together about dance. It's fabulous, and I'm sure exhausting for those who might find themselves with a listening ear. My bad. This may be obvious, but while it's important to care for others, it's important to care for ourselves. If your efforts to lift someone out of their negativity aren't working, it may be time to move on. Negativity can creep into our lives and consume us if we're not careful. Much like how we are working on our muscles at the gym, you strengthen the muscles you work on. So if you're constantly whining about negativity, you're going to make that come to pass in your life. If you focus on the positive, that becomes the muscle you strengthen, and then the tables turn. It's difficult to do because the world is screaming negativity all the time, because that's what sells. Advertisers, like subscribers, love the drama. I do too, I guess. I try not to watch it, but sometimes I can't help but click on it. But if you're clicking on negativity and feeling negativity and entertaining negativity, that's what your life's going to manifest. And negativity loves a vampire that drains someone dry. So beware. Instead, it's crucial to surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you, like me, which is why you should like and subscribe. Make sure you do. Positive energy breeds more positivity. Just as much as your body reflects what you feed it, your mind and spirit reflect the company you keep. You are a culmination of the people around you, and those people should be helping you, supporting you, helping you grow, not holding you back. If there are toxic individuals in your life, take a moment to reflect on what they've taught you. Sometimes the most difficult people can be our greatest teachers. I have learned so many lessons from people who are really, really nasty and mean and negative. I was conscious enough to listen and take in the information and separate out the negativity and take the good part with me. By not shutting down, I also learned how to navigate around the whining and the vampire nature of their energy. They show us who we don't want to be, how not to treat people, and give us the strength to move on from situations that no longer serve us. Sometimes by letting go of toxic energy and embracing the lessons you learn from them helps us carry the weight that those negative people laid on you. We become stronger, wiser, and yes, self-aware. There's that word again, self-aware. Ultimately, the people in your life should be contributing to your well-being and not taking away from it. You decide who stays in your life and who must be left behind. Cleansing your life of negative people is an act of self-preservation. And in doing so, you reclaim your energy and focus on building the life you truly deserve. It's not easy, but what's the alternative? What will it take for you to create the space, the environment for positivity to thrive? This journey of self-discovery brings us to an even deeper understanding of empathy and boundaries. And that balance, helping, creating a boundary, offering, creating a boundary. And we get better at this the more we try to take and reclaim our space. Being empathetic is a beautiful gift. It allows us to connect with others, understand their emotions, and offer comfort when needed. It also helps understand ourselves, and understanding ourselves, we understand the world. I'm not saying turn off your empathy and compassion, but for those of us who love deeply, it's easy to absorb other people's emotions and energy. Trust me, I know this to be true. This can become overwhelming, especially when we confuse their emotions with our own. Empathy, when not balanced with strong boundaries, can leave us feeling drained, anxious, and out of touch with our own needs. Sometimes we don't even know that our fatigue is because of the toxicity around us, the toxicity we are willing to tolerate. Being kind and giving and supportive does not mean sacrificing our own well-being. We can care for others, but we are not responsible for their happiness or their emotions. I know you want to, but you can't fix them. We can't fix people. We can't. We can listen, encourage, support, and protect ourselves. This is where many of us empathetic people struggle. We say yes, we want to say no, feeling obligated to please others at the expense of their own peace. The more we say yes to ourselves, the easier it becomes to say no to things that do not serve us. I try to differentiate between myself and the emotions of others. It's easy to forget that what someone you love is going through something. It's someone you love who's going through something. It's not what you're going through. You can be with them without being them and their drama. My mom used to say, try not to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. Your world is heavy enough. By creating a strong sense of self, we can offer help to others without losing ourselves in the process. It's a delicate balance, but once mastered, it opens the door to more deeper, meaningful connections with others, and more importantly, with ourselves. So what am I really saying? We are the authors of our own stories. Every day is a chance to create the life that we want. We hold the pen, and it's up to us to decide the kind of narrative we want to write, the kind of production we want to have. When the curtain goes up, we want to make sure that production is our authentic self and not what the audience expects or wants us to be. They may not know it, but they're paying to see who you really are. The most personal is the most universal. Like an artist performing their most authentic performance, the more vulnerable they are in showing the audience who they are, the more the audience sees themselves in that character, and there is a beautiful soul-to-soul communion that happens. That is the power of art, and it cannot happen unless you are loving and embracing the talent that you are, on stage and off. Will your story be one of empowerment, self-love, and resilience? Or will it be doubt, fear, and negativity? We decide how that story plays out. It's not what happens to us, it's how we perceive those experiences and put them back into the world. And as the actor-producer, we have the power to rewrite the script anytime we want. You can rewrite it your way. You can create your own season finale and create the next season to come. That's up to us. We are not defined by our past or by the people who may have hurt us. We are defined by the choices we make in the now for the future, being present. So, what kind of life do you want to create? What kind of person do you want to be? Are you willing to let go of the toxic people that are holding you back? Are you ready to embrace your true power and step into the fullness of who you are? This is your time to shine. This is your light, your production. Reclaim your energy, set healthy boundaries, and live in alignment with your true self. Surround yourself with positivity, embrace empathy without sacrificing your own well-being, and remember, the world needs your authentic, empowered version of you, not someone molded by the expectations of others. They need you. You are strong, you are capable, you are deserving of a life filled with love, joy, and peace. Let go of what no longer serves you and step boldly into the life you were meant to live. The future is yours to create, and it all starts with the choices you make today, right now in this moment. Choose wisely, choose love, and above all, choose yourself. Please watch this video and this playlist, or this video and this playlist. Check those out. More to come. See you there.